Welcome back and thank you very much indeed. We'll get on to big issues shortly, but something has caught our attention. So yesterday, Cookie, I had this message. You know the gentleman we spoke about the fire service recruitment. He said it was more than 6 feet, and I know him personally. He had an HND, he was qualified, but as soon as he keyed in his detail, he was rejected.
Exactly.
Now, even though he had ticked all the boxes, he had been rejected. Then he comes back yesterday after we had made some intervention to say, "Good morning, Johnny. I want to inform you that I've received a text for Ghana National Fire Service for enlistment starting tomorrow." That's today. I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you for what you did. I'm very grateful. Also, I'd like you to, he said I should give him a shout out. I won't do the shout out now because then people can connect, which happens to be my late mom's birthday. Okay, so I'll do that for you, but not now. Okay, your late mom also shares the same birthday with my late dad, so we'll connect with you. But congratulations to you. And speaking of enlistments and youth unemployment, I want you to take a look at this video quickly, and then we will come back and talk to you. Take a look at this. What you're seeing now Ghanaians, human beings who want to go join the immigration service. A few months ago, you saw how the military applications had generated. Look at the young people who want jobs. When we say fix the country, you say shut up, we are fixing the country. When we say shut up, we fix the country, you say shut up, we are fixing the country. You are fixing the country how? These are young people who are looking for jobs. Cookie.
So this, was Johnny. This was even before 6 a.m. Because I was driving past around 5 something. So this is way before 6 a.m. And when I saw the numbers, I cringed. I came in studio and then we started snippets of conversations. And you even mentioned that the last one, 84,000 slots were
84,000.
Applications
people applied, only
received.
500
of the
immigration service.
Of the 84,000 were picked. Now, what you're seeing, the queue is a stretch from the LWAC Stadium all the way to the Cantonment Post Office, and then going down to what's the name of that international school? GIS?
Yes, Ghana International School.
Exactly, all the way to GIS and then bending around the American Embassy. So that's the queue stretching from LWAC all the way down Cantonment Post Office, all the way down GIS, and then almost getting to the American Embassy. And just by eye count, this is hundreds of thousands of young people between the ages of 18 and 20, because I think if you're over 25, you're not even qualified.
You cannot get in there.
Even when you're 25, you cannot even qualify.
What?
And the height is supposed to be 1.68.
Yeah, 5'7".
Exactly. And I saw people who are not even in the height range.
They are looking for, most of them are not looking for these jobs because they want to help to fight whatever. They are looking for a job because they want
permanent
jobs. They want permanent salaries, assured salaries. And that's where the conversation by Mr. Kenofriata, you need to go into entrepreneurship, is there. I saw something on Facebook yesterday that it broke my heart. And I was asking myself, really, are we really serious in this country when we say, young people should get into entrepreneurship? This guy makes boots. Now, he said he had gone to the police service to go and tell them that, he makes boots, and so they should engage him and buy his boots. After they had seen everything that he had showed them, and then they said, your boots are nice, blah, 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 blah. They told him, but we cannot help you. I want to read specifically what the gentleman put up. And somebody tagged me in it, which is why I think it's necessary that I read it, because when you tell people to get into entrepreneurship, and I was asking a question, can there be any meaningful and useful capitalism without capital? Young people are struggling to make ends meet. Young people are trying their best to make sure that they shine their light the brightest. Young people are trying to create an industry for themselves and to employ other young people. And then you will have a situation where these same young people start businesses and the state doesn't support the business.
No, there's no help at all.
Go and check the contracts for jute bag, sack, kotoku.
Right.
That used to be the preserve of the young people in political parties. Jute bag for salt, for maize, for cocoa beans.
Yeah.
Go and check the people who now have the contracts. Old people who have served either as ministers, board chairmen, they have served as
the people who
MPs.
get them.
They are the ones who are fighting the young people over those jobs.
Right.
And you are asking yourself, young people
are there energetic,
who are looking for this.
Exactly.
Now, there was a time when one Angel Oforiatta, one of the nephews of the president,
right,
he went on social media and he was blasting everybody, including President and Gabriel Tridako and everybody else. If you go deeper into those conversations, you will find that I say the contracts, jute bag for cocoa beans. Go to Cocoa
retirees.
Board. Go to Cocoa Board and go and ask who is the man in charge of their jute bag for cocoa beans. Go and ask. Then leave there. Go to one district, one factory, one village. Go and ask who owns this contract. Old people.
And then you will see.
Are now fighting with young people. And you know what X me out is that when President Kufuor was still a young man, between 30 and 40, he was given a chance to be deputy minister.
Right. In his prime.
And most of those people were given an opportunity to lead when they were young. Most of those people went to school for free. Today they rub free SHS in our faces. And free SHS is a good policy. But the implementation has proven problematic.
Yeah.
Instead of fixing it, we are smearing slogans on them.
We are dancing around
and we are dancing around the problem. Because I take care of somebody. I've had in the last time when they opened around May, June, when they said they were going back, I paid 300 Ghana cedis, moved the person from Accra. We went to Cape Coast. I had to pay 300 Ghana cedis again, move the person from Cape Coast to Accra. Because they said the school, they didn't inform us. We took the children, they said the school are closed. So you have, you have a good policy, but the way you are implementing it's all good. And I'm saying that most of those people who are in power today, who are in positions of authority today, most of them had free school, and this was not how they were treated. Now, if the young people cannot find jobs, and they believe that, getting into government employment is the standard, and that they will get guaranteed salaries, it is a national security problem. Because if they pay their way, pay 5,000, pay 10,000 to get into the services, to wear a uniform. My father wore a uniform, so I respect the uniform. If they pay 5,000, 10,000 to get to wear the uniform, when they get in there, they will do everything to be able to pay back those monies and to reap back more. They are not there because they want to be committed. So when you give a gun, G3 or M16 or whatever it is, rifle, AK-47, to a person who is not committed to protecting the territorial space of Ghana, you know what you are doing. Then you know that this person will go and give the gun to unscrupulous people to come and rob the good thinking and rightful people of Ghana. Look at the crowd. Show the picture, don't show our faces.
Exactly.
Show the videos again.
And Johnny, so I'm critically looking at the requirements one must have even before joining this queue. And I'm on the website of the Ghana Immigration Service.
Right.
And it's saying that you must have an HND, Higher National Diploma.
Right.
Or you must have a diploma, and you must have completed your national service. So I'm asking us this morning, so all these people standing here have HNDs or have diplomas and still do not have jobs. So would have to join this. This is the longest queue I've seen in my life. It's even longer than December 7th queues that I've seen. So all these people have HNDs, all these people have diplomas, all these people have completed their national service and they could not even be integrated in all the various offices and departments that they worked in because, like you're saying, old people are sitting there occupying the space. How does the finance minister come to say that the public sector payroll is full, so we should get into being entrepreneurs? So I'm asking, from 1957, from 1963 till date, you are telling me that what? The payroll is full. So what are these young men going to do with their HNDs and with their diplomas? So is it better to go to school or to wake up in the morning to follow your dad to the farm? Because if I'm going to go through the trouble of sitting under a tent or under a shed, broken chairs and broken tables, or probably lay my stomach on the floor just to be able to get education, I'm learning about computers, yet the computer keyboard has been drawn in chalk.
Right.
On a desk.
And that is even the ingenuity of a teacher who decides to draw it.
Has drawn it, and I've gone through all that.
The Ghana Education Service came out to say they are providing laptops for teachers. The teachers will pay for those laptops, by the way, they are not free. Now,
How?
I showed you a school in Wa last week.
Yes, you did.
A school that does not have electricity. A school that does not have, it's under a shed. And they are supposed to be learning ICT, and they will have to go and sit for the same exam that the guys at Christ the King will go and sit for.
Look at the numbers.
Now, look at the numbers of people. Look at the numbers of young people. When you tell me that we should venture into entrepreneurship, I'm asking you, what kind of entrepreneurship are you talking about?
Are you serious right now?
Because, you see, it is the job of the government to create the enabling environment for businesses to thrive. And I remember so well when the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo-led government came. They said, we are going to do one district, one factory, one village, one dam, rearing for food and jobs, planting for food and jobs. And they said, we're going to do this and we're going to stop illegal mining so that the people can get jobs to do. Fantastic idea. Then the government again came and said, like, look, there's a certain connection between those who do logging, they go and cut our trees, and those who do illegal mining. Once you sack them from the pits, they go and do logging. So if you are stopping the pits, the illegal mining, and the logging, then you are creating jobs for them to go and do. But you see, in the pits, their appetites have become so big that this morning somebody goes to do galamsey, and by the time they are leaving, they are getting 700 Ghana cedis, 500 Ghana cedis. What kind of job can pay them on a daily basis that amount of money? So you have not done the analysis properly. But we are happy sloganeering. And in the sloganeering, we keep getting exposed because the numbers of young people, according to the National Security Strategy that was launched by the president himself, page 17, it says there's a youth bulge and unemployment is prime because maternal mortality has dropped.
It's dropped.
So, if we don't take care of the youth that are coming up, we will have a problem on our hands. Mr. President, this is the problem.
Johnny,
what you see on the TV now, young, energetic, enthusiastic people queuing up on the street from Elwak all the way to the U.S. Embassy, looking for immigration service job.
Kindly add that each person standing here has paid 100 cedis for the voucher. 100 Ghana cedis for the voucher.
Do you remember?
Multiply 100,000 by the millions of people standing here.
84,000 in the past applied for that job. Only 500 of them were picked for the immigration service job. I remember Mr. Samir Uku so well. He's now boss at NLA. He was the national youth organizer, became national organizer. Mr. Samir Uku said, when the MPP comes to power, forms for these things will be free.
8.5
His
million.
party, John Boedu, Freddie Blay, Nana Akufo-Addo, Sami Crab, Paula Foko, Kwabena Jepo, all of them, they watched him as he said those things. Nobody called and said, hey, don't promise that.
It's 100
He
Ghana
promised,
cedis.
said, when we come to power, forms will be free. And you see, he was a youth organizer and an organizer. So when he was speaking, they call him Capo. He's my good friend. They promised the people that when we come to power, forms will be free. Police forms will be free. Military will be free. Fire service will be free. Immigration will be free. Prisons will be free. Everywhere, free.
And if you get to speak to these
now,
people,
go and check the numbers out there.
yes.
Do a cursory count. If you like, download the video, pause it,
Yes.
count the people. 100 Ghana cedis every day. Where does the money go?
And that's my question this morning. And if you speak to these young people, you would hear stories of how they even struggled to get this 100 Ghana cedis. As we speak, just to be able to get 100 cedis for their children to be standing here this morning. Some people are actually owing on Momo. These days, you cannot send young people Momo. You cannot send it to the phone numbers
As soon as you start,
because as soon as you send
Medica. Oh, we're don't send
because
it.
once you
Quick
send
loan.
the money, it's for a loan.
Loan.
It's for repayment, so the money doesn't even land in his pocket. You should get to hear stories of how people are even able to afford this 100 Ghana cedis, which was supposed to be free in the first place. Forms are supposed to be free according to what you told us before we voted for you.
Let me tell you something. There are people who have gone to jointly rent rooms, not because they are friends.
No.
Me, I don't like Percy. Then because I can't afford the room alone, Percy has, so they take 500 Ghana cedis a month.
Yeah.
I have 250. Percy has 250.
Right.
I have to be buddies with Percy whether I like it
By
or not.
force.
Because we must survive.
Yeah.
There are people, ladies who are cohabiting and getting pregnant and giving birth with people they have never dreamt of being with because they want shelter over their heads. There are people who are doing all kinds of menial jobs because they want to survive. Now, I ask myself the question, if you, Cookie, set up a company today, cleaning service or whatever, delivery service, and you say you are employing people, those people, the law will force you to pay SNIT for them. When we set up NAPCO, and we started branding numbers around 100,000. Eventually, we got it in Parliament that the number was 100,000. When we started NAPCO, do you know that NAPCO beneficiaries do not pay SNIT? Their bosses don't pay SNIT for them. Dr. Anyas is there. They don't pay SNIT. Now the people are asking, today is what, 25th
of October.
5 days, 6 days more. NAPCO is ending in three years of experience, plus all the courses that they have done in between. They promise them permanent jobs.
They don't have
in
it.
6 days, Dr. Anyas is quiet. He has gone to hide. He cannot come out. Because he promised them the people, and they did their campaign. Remember me. You remember? Remember me. They put sad faces on the thing. Remember me. Pure blackmail. Remember me. Today, here we are.
Remember me.
Today, here we are. The young people are asking you where the jobs are. You are telling them to go and become entrepreneurs. When we told you fix the country, you told us, shut up, fix yourself. Then you came back. A whole Vice President, Dr. Bamiye, came back to lead the charge. He says, we are fixing the country. He brought 71 projects that the MPP had done. Okay, we agree. What impact have the 71 projects had on the people? And how has it improved the livelihood of the people? That's the question we're asking. Right then now you come and say, oh, the payroll is choked. And that be your own bosses. Look, where are they getting capital from?
This is pathetic.
The young people, look at them on the streets. I want it to sink in. This is a national security concern. Young people fighting for jobs.
100 Ghana each.
From Elwak Stadium all the way. Now, if I want to serve my country, why do you charge me to serve my country? What are you putting into my head? You are charging me
to serve my
country. To serve my country. Meanwhile, I say most of those people in power today, they went to school for free. Their parents traveled with them for free. They enjoyed everything almost free. Today, the young people that they said they would better their lives, they promised to better their lives. They are the young people that they are. I see this as exploitation. And I agree with the CPP party chair when she says this is pure exploitation. Refund their monies to them. You know you have space for only 300.
Yes,
then you open it up for more than 20,000 people. Collect all their monies. Collect all their monies. Then you tell them that, oh, their jobs are not available. They should go and become entrepreneurs because the public payroll is... If the payroll is true, cookie, these people, they are going to be on government payroll, correct?
Yes.
Now, finance minister who pays, who sees the balance sheet, says the payroll is choked. So these people, are they fooling them?
No.
Are they fooling them? Yeah. Because if the payroll is choked, these people, they can't get in. These people, they cannot enter the payroll. As it is now, if the payroll is really choked, unless the finance minister didn't tell us the truth. But I choose to stay with the finance minister because he wears white, he stands in parliament, and he even quotes the Bible. Anybody who quotes the Bible, wears white, is a holy man in my eyes. So what is happening now, if the payroll is choked, these people, how do they enter? If you choke, how do they enter? Somebody is not saying the right things to us. And you see, the president has too many sycophants around him. Praise and worship singers. They don't tell the president the truth. When the president went to Cape Coast, he had speaking notes in front of him. He was referring to the speaking notes, and he mentioned that they had never promised an harbor in Cape Coast. Only for him to come back 2 days after to come and apologize. And guess what? There were young people within the MPP who were defending what the president himself had come to say days after that he got it wrong. It was a mistake. But the president was speaking to notes. Who wrote the notes? Does he still have a job?
Yeah. The person still
Who did the briefing for the president? Does he still have a job? Who are they? Who are those? Are they worth the payroll on which they are? For which reason you are telling somebody who has an MPhil, a degree, that the payroll is choked?
Even when we fast forward the video, the numbers are still
Are you kidding me?
We are fast forwarding, but the numbers are
you
still
have put unnecessary people on the payroll. You have duplicated roles. There's a PRO for a ministry, then you go and bring a spokesperson. There's a chief director, then you go and bring a special assistant. You are just duplicating roles all over the place, and you are telling me the payroll is choked. What are you? When a teacher enters, a new teacher, when the teacher enters now, the teacher will get about maximum 1,500 cedis. When you bring a PA or a special assistant or a spokesperson, if you don't pay the person, you pay a person of 5,000, 8,000.
Yeah.
Calculate how many teachers or how many nurses can be paid.
You could have employed with the 8,000. Anyway, Johnny.
So when you tell me the payroll is choked, but you have choked the payroll, and old people are the ones getting the contract even for cocoa bean sacks. Are you kidding me? Old people are greedy of young people now in this country. It's not what Nkrumah died for.
It's amazing. Let's bring in our guest to continue this segment, Newspaper Review. This is still TV3 New Day. Our guests are coming in, and we'll continue the discussion right here.